All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 2. And we are back testing the GXT model for a year. Um, Obviously, we didn't have a good start. Some of the trades I wouldn't have taken, and I would have went break even, but um, not all. I think I would take most, but one of them I definitely would have went break even, so that kind of sucks, but it's all good. Also, and I would have went break even, but there's one more thing. Um, I reviewed some of the live stream of episode 1, and I noticed that I was literally just on the wrong side of the market. Um, because the entries for shorts were definitely there. So literally just a skill issue. Um, so let's get to it. All right, we have all the chats open, so all right. Got myself some coffee, decaf, and then some ice water. Okay. So let's go to the weekly quick. So external SMTs I don't really want to pay attention to too much, but did expand it into a level here. So okay, so all of the assets have swept the same low, so that's pretty good. And we're just consolidating in this range. So hopefully it was this range to this range, turtle soup. And I mean, I don't know, maybe do go lower. Like NQ took out this low, but we have relative, like here, like this is okay. Like these two are pretty close, kind of. I don't know. We'll just have to see what market wants to give us. Okay. So obviously I'm bullish. It's hard to be bearish here. Now, granted, I've been uh, bullish this whole way, but I think I just have to be bullish here. We do have LRLR, so I'm gonna be cautiously bullish. Let's mark this out. All right, so YM took that, but we have this fair value gap. Just wanna mark this out for each one just so I can see like where we're at. Yeah, like we're in a gap here, but I guess I'll mark it out just so I could see I'm on the lower time frame. So Monday. Okay, so Monday open high. What day is it? 31st. So no news Monday, which isn't the best. So we swap out creating an SMT with YM. All right, Monday open high display slower. It's just we have nowhere to really trade to, though. And I guess this. Yeah, so. Yes. Yeah, so we did soup on NQ. Just trying to see, like, if we were to short, I mean, we could short YM there. And then NQ just, because it is stronger, just goes to that order block, and then YM sweeps the low. All right, I'll just mark. It's kind of a lot of lines, but I just need the context since we're going so fast. Because usually I would go through timeframes really quick or like shuffle through a lot in real time. But since we're back testing, I'm clicking quick. So I just need to see like where we're at, you know? Okay, so now I kind of have the proper context. SMT. Okay, so we have an SMT here, CISD on all time frames. Looks like trade. So so my thought process is we expand into a key level, we've CISD'd. Failure swings are pretty far. The only thing that like because there's no news, right? This low looks pretty protected. So let's see, because we do have a bullish SMT too with failure swings. But we do, I don't know. We'll have to see. Like, this is conflicting, you know? So, um, yeah, we just have to wait for 9:30. Okay, so we are drawing. All right, we hit the key level here. So if we go back daily real quick. So we took out this range. So no SMT at the highs, right? So we'll just take away this. Um, yeah, I think we'll see. Okay, so we're not really reversing here, it seems. So yeah. I think we're trying. There's that for bag up. We just didn't have a if we go to the hourly here, besides the SMT, let's put in at 7. We don't really have a clear protected low to trade away from. So that's why it's kind of hard because we had that bearish SMT. Like we could still take YM, right? It has failure swings. It's really failing to displace. We sweep London high. I don't like that. Yeah, like it's just not clean. Yo, what's good, Jerry? How are you, man? Thanks for stopping by or joining rather. Um I'm recording this like a video too, so if you do stay for the whole hour and a half stream, you can go back to the beginning, kind of like the intro, I guess. Just thought I would mention that. You don't have to, obviously. Yeah, like yeah, just skip. It's really hard to like we're framing shorts, but also if you look at the daily, it was bullish, right? Sweep or even the weekly closed back in the range. It's just I wasn't really anticipating Monday to do that. Bet. Sweet. Glad you are at least learning. So, by the way, I'm narrating a lot, by the way, so if I'm talking too much, it's because again, it's video formatted, so all right. Let's see. We hit our key levels, so it does make sense we can expand away, but okay. So YM is obviously stronger. We're inversing the gap. We expand into a key level here. So, and we've already opened up high, sweeping previous day. So I want to see maybe if we can frame uh, back into the range. Internal here. Okay. So YM or NQ stronger, right? We have this fair value gap. Actually, let me do it with the box. Yeah, this gap here, there's no gap here and no gap here. So NQ is pretty strong here. Go to the hourly. If we look at 6, here it opens. See, if it didn't, it opened up low into a gap, which isn't good. It's not ideal. Opens low. Then theoretically, we want to trade away from low of day, right? And this is some sort of signature. Displace lower or expand into expansion. And then into, I mean, maybe we could trade. Yeah. Okay. So my thought process is we expand into a key level, right? On NQ. And then we expand away into a previous day high inside of a fair value gap. So now what I want to see is London create an SMT at wait, we have news. Okay, we have 10 a.m. news. So if 9:30 does like this, closes back in the range, then we could get a continuation with 10. So that's kind of what I want to see, just because we expanded into a key level, expanded away, and then we are ranging, okay, right here. See that? Expansion met with expansion consolidation. So I want to see like if we can manipulate the high. We're consolidating right above the high too, which is ideal. Okay, well, that's really contradicting. Equal highs. YM. I think NQ's way down here. So if we go to the hourly here, like we do have this SMT. but just wait for 10. Yeah, like failure swings. Let's go 4 hour quick. Um, See, I don't think we trade this because one, we created a massive wick, so this does not support expansion higher, right? Like it doesn't really make sense. We are in this gap, but like we SMT the high, but it just doesn't because we open low, high, low, high, low, like granted on the daily we haven't really expanded, so we have that for us, but like I would just have to be short. If we're gonna short this, like we could come up, but it just doesn't really make sense to long just because the wick size. But I don't want to short because we already took. Just double checking everything because when I don't, then when I lose, I look back. It's like, oh yeah. But nothing is obvious to me. Like, yes, I don't want to trade away from this, but we have SMT, right? Let me go get ES here. Or time frame. LRLR resistance. Okay, I'll just play this. Yeah, we're like chopping our way up too. Look at the hourly. Close back in the range. We don't have an SMT here, but we obviously do with YM, but we have a SMT up here. YM's way, way stronger. Honestly, like if we were to take a long, it'd be on ES, to be honest. It has equal highs, and it's stronger. So like 30-minute. I think we could, but I would have to go break even pretty quick here. Creating bullish PD arrays, right? Manipulated the lows to continue, but we'd just have to go break even. Streak? Bro, I don't know why people are quick to judge. Like, they don't ever. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I know what you mean. And honestly, like, the people that actually, I see, hold on. I just don't like that, but like, we really don't have to. I think I'll do low risk here. Um, Whatever I was gonna say doesn't really matter, to be honest. I'm not actually doing 2R, but or whatever. I was just gonna. All right, so once we get these equals, I'll go break even. And just because I really don't want to. Oh, damn it. Yeah, so the one thing I wasn't a huge fan of this entry here was literally this. Like, we didn't open. So we open here, but we didn't open into this gap. So like theoretically here, I think in real time, well, let me look. Yeah, so like it doesn't open into a gap. YM here does, but now the new hour is gonna happen. So maybe I don't think in real time I'd take this, but I have seen it work. Let me take that. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip the day because it's very lethargic and just all the draws have been hit. Yeah, so it does go. Okay. But at 3 p.m., so it doesn't even matter, to be honest. Let me look at that 5 minute real quick internally. Because I was gonna look. Yeah, like it's just so choppy. Because what I'm looking at is hourly opens low. So here, for an example, right? 12, we hit a key level, 12 opens low, and then we finally see ISD here, right? See that? Problem is, look what time it is. Like, so if we are anticipating bullish, then we want 1 p.m. to open low. But into what? I mean, yeah, this order block, sure. But then mechanically or whatever, if we did a CISD, would have to be way, way, way down there. Obviously it works out, but um opens low into this opposing candles, there's just no real objective for it to open low into, and we're creating this. So unless okay, cool. Yeah, it's just like a tricky entry. Like the idea was right to be long, but yeah, it is what it is. What am I trading? What do you mean? Backtesting, bro. It's a what's it called? YouTube series that I'm doing. Backtesting a full year, and we're not off to a good start. Like it's just very I mean, bro, like I don't know. It's really tricky this time of year to be honest. If my bias was right here, I would have banked, obviously, but um like there's really clean setups, but I was just analyzing wrong. Okay, what day is it? Wednesday at 8 a.m. So go to 4 hour. Again, I just don't have. Okay, so SMT, but like, let's look at that really quick. Yeah, I guess it does look pretty protected. Not gonna lie. 2 a.m. looks okay, but we have to wait for news. All right, we have news. YM looks pretty solid. So here we're expecting 9. Okay, let's see. If we're gonna reverse, we have to do it here. Yeah, like literally, we have to do it here. So in this case, we just played the odds, to be honest. Like of the daily. 4 hour. I mean, we still have. Doesn't really make sense. Okay, so we know that. Yeah, so SMT. Okay, this looks decent. I'm not gonna lie. SMT at a key time. We know we have to reverse here if we are. So like it'd be something like this if we were to. Where's the, oh, there it is. Look here for a sec, 30 minute. Opening low. Okay, I see, like I think I would want to take this. Right up. Okay, so this has to literally hold. Give us 10. Yeah, like we have to expand away from here. We're anticipating this expansion. Nope. GG's. Yeah, what I mean, again, I've seen so often where we tap and go, but this wasn't. Yeah, so like either this one taps us in, closes above for continuation. Right there. That was, this candle literally was the pivotal moment. All right, let's just play this out. And again, one thing I guess I really, which I should have mentioned before, but these failure swings in here, and then now I mean it's just the odds really. Just I don't like that sweep there. Oh my, see, this is what I mean, bro. When I was in the thing, oh my god, that SMT had a key time. Yeah, I fucked that up really bad. And there it goes. Yeah. So maybe I could have caught that. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, now they're just like super uncorrelated. Oh wait, never mind. So I thought we went to wait. Yeah, they are. They are uncorrelated. Damn, bro, I hate backtesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's so annoying. Okay. So yeah, 10. Go to the weekly quick. I think high of weeks in Wednesday. Genuinely think that. Hey, can you give a checklist? Really, dude, all it is, I say all like as if it's like, oh, but the idea is you look for the open, right? 6 p.m. open, 1800. You look if there's an established lower high of day put in prior to the driver. If not, wait for the driver because normally that will put in the lower high of day. And you want to trade away from that into failure swings with SMTs. At a key time, in a key level, ideally, that sort of thing. So it's really, so like the way I do it is it just look at uh 6 p.m. and then like what did it do, right? So here's the open and it opened low, right? So we go to the daily and we took out previous day, but we have a key level under us, right? So, and phases of price. So we expanded into expansion. So I would anticipate, um, actually, hold on. So we have expansion month expansion, right, into consolidation. That is a continuation signature. And to me, it appears we have a high of weekend. If we look at the weekly, it's already Thursday. Like we've expanded. It just doesn't really make sense to, I mean, we could, but looks like we have high weekend on a Wednesday. So we could trade back to at least like, 50% on Monday sort of deal. Uh, just because like there's nowhere to go higher. So that logic, that's not really a GXT thing, but it's just logic that I'm adding in the framework. Um, so then we look at SMT, right? So we're ranging. So that's continuation lower. Oh, that 50% lines up with this, so we'll just mark that out. So now I'm looking and I have an SMT. Okay. Okay. At a key time, we go into here. We have a London high of day, potentially with the swing point. So this should be protected if we're going to trade away. The problem is why this is like a lower probability day is because we open low into previous day. This 6 p.m. open, and that's the open, but previous day low. Okay, so like we expanded into previous day, consolidated expansion into that fair value gap, creating an SMT right here, right? Added key time, and then we expanded away. So to me, we're doing a pullback. So we expanded into a pullback. So we go to a 5-minute. See the low resistance. Like we don't want to trade away from that. So we want to trade away from this, right? And so that's like the top down, like where now we get into the 5-minute and, drivers and all that. And we have news at 10. So we have to ideally wait. Well, we don't have to wait for the driver, but if 9:30 expands away from this, then 10 a.m. could continue, or like the driver. So I'm gonna get rid of that fair value gap. So now I'm just looking for hourly. Okay, so another thing. This candle has a relative, like we're expecting 50%, so we can expand away still, right? So now it's just finding an entry. So if we look here, the CISD would be here, right? So we expand into expansion, into pullback. Now we have CISD. Theoretically, could just put it here, and we have an SMT, right here. So this asset was stronger, right? Higher high, but now it's strength switching to go lower, right? It's making a lower high, creating the CISD. So theoretically, this should be high. We go to the 30-minute. We have a swing point. Oh, barely. Not mechanically, but like it opens high into fair value gap we're expecting. We see ISD on the 5-minute and 3-minute. So like mechanically, we could enter this, is what I'm saying, before the driver. And if you want, you could take small risk to try it, which I'm going to because I actually do like it. So we have high a day, then we have the retrace. So you want to ask yourself, like, is it worth this risk, right? So risk accordingly. So this here literally needs to hold. Just like that. So now we can trail our stop because we have a new swing point mechanically. Like that. So 930 should continue lower. And I'm just going to go break even because it's already 10. So 10. So here, let me look at my R. Yeah, 2R. Let me look at ES here. Or not ES, but yeah, okay. So this is what I mean by like I hate backtesting because in the moment you'd be cycling through. This low is this low. See how we create an SMT? Added key time, right? News. But now, so we expand, just like what I was saying, how this does support expansion. See, we traded the expansion into a key level, creating an SMT at a key time, and now we expand away. Because what do we do? Right? We're going to trade into that ideally. So it's kind of sucky that um oh, it is. Crap. You're right. I guess I'll put it back. I just wanted to see like the times and stuff like right here. Where should I put it? Um top right? Is this good? I don't know. Let me look on TikTok what that looks like. But this was a really good setup. Yeah, it's fine on TikTok. GK. God, I see that dude all the time on my shit. Top left. Okay. Top left. There we go. Okay. Um okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. And I bet YM had something to do with it too. But regardless, like we expand into a key level. So we can expand away because like key time and everything. This real quick. Or just okay. So yeah, I was just souping this. Let's go lower. So by again, high of day though. Like that's we want to trade away from that. Drivers trade away. It sucks we couldn't just expand and then do that, but it's all good. I would have managed in real time right here. Like this wasn't even this was before even 9. Like and then at 9 we're creating failure swings to like manipulate into to go lower, but then gonna recreate LR to then take it out. So whatever. Okay. Like the whole point of backtesting is just to like get used to seeing stuff. You know what I mean? Like performance wise of like analytics and all that is not important at all. Like at all, at all. Okay, so SMT here we open low. Okay. Um so LRLR, right? And if we look at the weekly, like that's obviously not very good. Daily doesn't look too bad for bullish. expansion, retracement, right? Like we're just creating, like I would not short until this gets taken out. Ideally this high again, and then we can go lower. So expansion, range, this, soup, and then this. Like next week or whatever. So we're in this range. We already SMT'd. What time, right? 6 a.m. low of day. And ideally we expand away. Okay, I was gonna say, oh, we have news. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so they both take the lows. Okay. Which is fine, like I said. Okay, ideally we maybe sweep into that. Don't have to, but create that higher time from SMT. So, what was I gonna say? Here, we don't some people think we open high, but we don't open high into like any key level, right? There's failure swings like here. Granted, I mean, this is protected technically, but they're so close that, it's like failure swings. So now we create another failure swing. Um, and there's nothing to really trade into here, right? Smooth edges and jagged, like nothing. So let's see. Let's go to the hourly now. And we have nothing to trade away from. So ideally 9:30 is low of day. So go to 30 minutes. We do have swing point, right? On the hourly, we expand into a key level, creating an SMT like on the higher time frame, and we expand away, right? Expansion met with expansion. So we'll see if we get a 10 a.m. Continuation. But this is lower probability in my opinion. Okay, so we need a really small opposing run. So if we look at the 5 minute, if we get the CISD, uh, here, like I would take this in real time. Yeah, like I like this for like here, like this literally has to go up if we're truly bullish. This is a pretty high. Yeah, like this is pretty high. Ideally, we kind of go sideways like here, open low into, fair value gaps, CIST, and then we can. But regardless, like if we're gonna play the odds, like do we actually think? I mean, actually, look at YM. This actually, I don't know. I didn't realize the like if we had 6 p.m. open low directly, like this as 6 p.m., but 6 p.m. is here, which we already swept it. And there's nothing really generated here. But on the 4 hour, we made that small opposing run, so it does support expansion. So you could play the odds, but again, we're in a fair value gap. We did manipulate the range, so it's like this is really where you play the odds. Would you rather long or short here? There's nothing to short to, so I think we play the odds that we long. But again, we could do something like that. But it literally needs to expand here. Like this needs to hold. Or it's cooked. Wait, what the heck? I swear I put whatever. I guess we'll just deal with it. Yeah. the thing too is like this is very not good, like at all, as we can see. So this literally needs to displace like that, creating a massive fair value gap, or we're gonna get remanipulated. We are in the distribution phase though, but it's like expansion. It's just like, I don't know, bro. This doesn't look very promising, especially this. I mean, we're still holding, but yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Right here was very not good. See, once you like actually look at it, you can like really tell. So CISD, yeah, like the consolidation after this expansion. And we did open low into really nothing. Then we went high 2 a.m. Like this is what I was saying. Even though, yes, we do have this, I still think we're going to come back for this, but not this week. But like we swept and displaced lower. And so that's why it's hard. Like imagine this happened like this, right? So we get this thing deal here displays. We still have this. So it's like, would you anticipate this to be really high of day? I mean, realistically, right? And that's what I was saying. Like, oh, we could long into this, but then I saw, I was like, oh wait, actually, this looks pretty good to go away. But again, I wouldn't long yet, and or short. The only thing we could have shorted was like after this development. But again, once we sweep this, there's nothing to really like. I would anticipate an SMT soup here or a Wyatt. Yeah, like I'm still not long on this unless we have an SMT and it. Let me see. Yeah, unless YM did it, because it doesn't really make sense to me. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was gonna say if we didn't sweep this, we shouldn't go up, but again then. Tis what it is. Yeah, we still have wait. Yeah, so we're just generating again more, right? Like this didn't sweep that. See, the thing is like everything makes sense as to why it long. Like this SMT was, in my opinion, was required to go long. Like it literally had to, because it doesn't make sense for it not to. It's just we're in the wrong assets, like literally. Okay. This is so bad. Like, dude, on God, like, I'm not even kidding. The start is so bad. But I know we're gonna start getting bangers soon. It's just like, dude. Okay. Ideally, we sweep to continue. We don't have to because we expanded into expansion to sideways, creating LRLR. So like I don't think we have to, but oh, it's Monday. What the heck? I didn't realize that was Friday. Wait. Yeah, see, I don't even know what's going on, bro. Is it what day is it? I thought it was Thursday. Okay, whatever. Oh, now it loaded. Okay. So again, closing back in the range. It's out of a daily fair value gap. Expansion month expansion. This is going to be our new targets. Um, 6 p.m. been low, but it didn't do anything, and it's just not doing anything. So I have nothing to trade away from. So I have to wait for 9 a.m. Unless YM did something. No. um. Damn. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I'm not. Nah. Last time I would do that, like, sometimes I was like, oh yeah, this, that, but I'm tired of like doing that. It doesn't make sense. Even if we go long, there's just nothing to long away from. So if we were to trade this reversal here, this 10 a.m. or this 2 p.m. candle, all right, we have SMT now. This would have to reverse here. But again, L or lower. Like that. Theoretically, we could take this. Why? If we expect expansion, small wick, right? SMT ran it out, and we have some targets higher. C1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, bro, we're just SMTing. Like, it's late in the day, so I'm not going to, but yeah. And then this SMT, which is what I saw. YM. And then as soon as ES taps it, gone. Or ES. I said YM, I think. And it was no news Monday. Okay. So Monday ranged. So we open low, taking out Monday. Interesting. The weekly doesn't look bullish at all. We open high on Monday. Dang, 4 hour doesn't look good. Like none of this. SMT close back in the range. We could trade away from this 7 a.m. low. Okay, I just gotta lock in. I'm like, it's not clear. Oh yeah, see, like bro, just so bad at spotting SMTs. My goodness. Damn it, bro. Going to, but it's just like I was considering it because of YM SMT. Like 4 a.m. I guess it's like kind of key time ish, but like also I think we could take this. I'll explain after, but low risk. I mean, the thing is, like, we took this out, then that. But I'm expecting this to just be like a retrace to continue lower, to be honest. Um, but I would just size really light here. This is yeah, okay. It's just chalked. Just manage here. It needs to displace. Yeah. So the idea there, I just want to try that. I don't know if I would in real time, but I'm not going to say I wouldn't 100%. Expansion up into that key level. And then we have a 30-minute fractal that I was trying to get a continuation. Not a huge fan of it. I should have waited maybe for a resweep, but it's all good. Yeah, so it is bullish. That's so annoying. It can make sense, but also like, because that, like, it makes sense. Okay. Okay, this is that example, right? Like the daily literally just opened high. It's like, would you expect that to be low of day? Well, in this case, like, yeah, right? Like we just expanded and we already created protected lows at a key time, 2 a.m., right? But it's literally just, I just don't even know how long. It's like, how do I find my daily bias? Um, what the overnight session did in like the daily closes in 4 hour profiles. Like this supports expansion, but we're just gonna be freaking wait for 10. Like, bro, look at this. I mean, this looks okay. But ES is way, way stronger. We have that SMT, so we can. We can take this to key level. This needs to respect. Okay. And this has to respect too, bro. Like right here, I would be stopped out. In real time, I would have chilled my stop. Right here, this has to go. Like literally. I think we got souped. Pretty sure we did. Yeah. Got soup for the most part. Let me see my. No, it's not even 2 hour. It just would have been break even. Dude, I can't get anything going, bro. I back tested what's it called? Like different times, and like it's just so much easier. I was like, oh, okay, like I'm not a complete idiot. But then literally every I'm doing this session, literally just can't get anything going. I think a lot of it has to do, and I'm not trying to create excuses or anything, but a lot of it just has to do with like you really just gotta lock in. Okay, so ranging in this range, I wouldn't touch anything until we soup the low. Okay. Well, yeah, yeah, 100%. I agree. It's like my logic's there. Literally, it, the 2 second decision to go long or not go long in back testing, like there's just so much to, and again, you can see how the market is developing, you know? Like you can see like, oh shit, no, this is not, you don't want to be in this. I mean, obviously it's bullish, but like just gotta wait for another point, I guess. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean, bro. Like it's you're like fucking watching the market, you know. I guess I'll just long to here. Let me look at it. I think this is where it wants to go for sure. Oh, wait, this high. But I think, like I said, I think I would give this a shot. Something like this. Um, look at ES here. Or take a limit. No, bro. All right, okay. This is a genuine loss. Unless YM, yeah. Like I think I would take a continuation up to the highs there. Like genuinely. Maybe a wrong time. Maybe. Yeah. Because one of those rush days. Yeah, we're just wrong. Okay. Yeah, so this is a legit loss. Like I think I would actually take that. Besides sweeping Asia high, besides this, at what time? 8. Yeah. Besides that part, that sucks. But like previous day, because again, it just opened low. So to me, I just don't see a protected high. And like, I guess the sweep. I guess you know what I mean. But what are the odds that we do all this and get here and not take that. It's just like I would play those odds. It just that's a legit loss. I'll take that, I guess. I wouldn't be mad about that one, to be honest with you. Although I am getting pretty frustrated. Not gonna lie. Literally, I haven't done anything. Like uh, it's annoying. Do you trade ICTP? I mean, technically, I guess. Yeah, technically. Okay, so like, so we open low into key level, creating an SMT. So this looks pretty good. I like this. I'm not a fan of this development. This expansion, like, it's not very reversal-y to me, but we do have the SMT confirming manipulation, but like, I just have nothing to trade into. So I think in this day, and it's Friday, I'm just gonna skip it. But if we had this, okay, failure swings to actually like get into, this right here looks pretty good. If we get the SMT, and then if we have another SMT like here, that would be a nice protected low. And then we could look to get inside here. And then we have like gray LRL there, something like that. Like these are really good continuation, and ideally it's not pullback. So we'll taper this, but yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like there's no, if you look at them all, there's nothing. We expanded, it looks like into a pullback. Look at, so we do have an SMT at a key time, which is pretty good. We have the hourly CSD. We have 10 opening high. But like, dude, just comedy. Let's see how this, let me look at 30. Okay, so if ES creates a CISD here, okay. So again, mechanically, I would enter this. It's like to where, bro? I guess this low. Get rid of the SMT. Like this, again, this is like something I can just see. And I think I would enter. So here, this fair value gap has to hold, by the way, for bearish. And it needs to displace. Like right now. This isn't good, bro. Because if you're looking at this from, yeah, I mean, again, this is where discretion would come in. We have the swing point. We have the SMT. We have all this resistant LRLR. I mean, technically we open low too, so guess that's why it's not an A plus setup, but it's not gonna do it here. Like the next candle literally has to, we're creating for value gaps. Like, do you see the contradictory here is like we're creating this, but we're also creating this. It I mean we'll probably get stopped, but like that's annoying. And whatever, I'll just take the loss. Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. But like it needs to go. Like I don't care. Like right here, this next candle down. Like, bro, I'm going break even there because it just needs to go, like I said, a million times. Okay. Here we can manage. I'm just going to take 50 because it's obviously not going to go my way. One more. This isn't bad. I mean, we hit a key level and we retrace. We're not getting a CISD up here. And we're displacing. I mean, this could be good for an ad, to be honest with you. But like, yeah, I think we could pyramid this just because we're already break even and we trimmed. Try to get 2R. Yeah. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, I got souped. No, bro. Protected was there. Okay, I trolled that. I legit trolled. Damn, that's annoying. That's funny. But again, framework's there. It's just I troll so like all of this crap. All right, move on. Oh, hold on. Let me watch this. That's funny. Yeah. You ever heard of yeah, standard deviation? I'm guessing the O is it's backtesting, bro. Um I can't think of the O, bro. What softwares? This is FX replay. FX replay. Right here. FX replay. The whole yeah, I don't really do standards. They're good though, but I don't really care for them. Some two. All right, we're just gonna take out these lows. Let's go back to YouTube. Okay. Sorry, I'm like going slow. I just okay. Expansion met with expansion, right? Did we hit a key level though? Not really. So meh. Like now I'm just looking for a sweep to manipulate to go lower, probably. Okay, so Wednesday. All right, SMT. Expansion into fair value gap. Grading SMT. Do it. Yeah, okay, so damn, bro. It'd take a whole day for that. Pull back. I'm gonna trade this. All right. Does not support expansion. Again, we have nothing to really trade away from. We just open up into PD arrays and we're rebalancing. So I'm not really uh yeah, we don't yeah, we don't have SMTs here. I mean, we do have this one here, but I don't know. Just bearish. I'd like to see an SMT of this high though. All right, YM did it. Okay. Let's go 4 hour. So if this supports expansion, 10 a.m. sweep here inside this gap. The heck? Oh, needs to see ISD. It's still a small wick, to be honest with you. We do have a bullish SMT here though. But let me see. Yo, it's good drama. Um manipulation like I guess, but my gosh. I just want to have an idea. Okay, so it is that low. So if we short this, this literally needs to drop. We can do a small risk here. I'm not 100% here, but we're really failing to like go higher. Do that. Okay, I'll go break even because I really just don't want to. Dude. It's just gonna come back. Just get out. Yeah. It's a range. That reaction there, it's just not good. Really, yeah. Just skip. Like if it was gonna go, it should have just displaced. If we're gonna reverse. Finally, we're getting some wins though. Holy crap, dude. All right. Tuesday. Tuesday. Oh wait, it's Wednesday. It's going pretty bad. Optimizing standard deviation. Optimization. Optimizing standard. No, I don't think I know. Sorry, I don't have TikTok chat up, so I just. All right, so what I'm seeing is we expand here, but if we have an AMD reversal, expansion into consolidation. If we have AMD reversal, it would have to be formed here. So 5 a.m. would have to be high of day. Like literally. We can't. What is it, Wednesday? Yeah, so we have news at 2 p.m. So like 9:30 should drive away if this is reversal. So we can, I mean, we're already low in the range. Like it's already hard. We'll just have to wait. Yeah, see. Uh, so we'll see. Is a draw lower? It probably is, actually. All those fair swings that, like, we failed to, because I was trading into those. Yeah, like right here. So we saved them for news, in my opinion. Or not. Yeah, we're just gonna skip. I just wanted to see that play out. GxT? Are you new to T trades and all that? My biggest advice is don't get discouraged on backtesting. Backtest with the idea of just getting your logic right. So, like, if you get turtle souped or if the driver takes you out, as long as the direction of the market's right, then that's like just be okay with that. And then once you start getting really good at that, then you can start to refine your entries. But yeah, it's not something where you can watch videos. Like, you can't watch me backtest and go into live trading and think that, like, just based off memory, like, oh, this, that. Like, you literally just have to lose a billion times in backtesting before something clicks, or before your brain starts to see, which is pretty much what I'm doing. Because I'm pretty new to the GXT model, but like the concepts, like I have the logic, but just getting in on the expansion is the tricky part, per se. So like, my biggest advice is, like, don't get discouraged and just keep getting wrong over and over, really, honestly. And just really, like, for example, we're in a range here, right? So there's nothing to do, but I want to see the open. Yeah, like, we just open low. So if we can soup this and then go higher, that's good. I've been doing it for, I think, 3 weeks, which it's really not even about like where I'm at in my journey with it, I guess. I don't have an issue with because I am pretty advanced with stuff, like CA wise. Like, I've understood all this, but like, he just has a mechanical approach to it where it's repeatable and all that. So it's like, So I'm more like just trying to get comfortable with drivers, I guess, is the way to put it. Because, like, the setups I've always been doing before, like the entry model, per se, you know, like, that's how I trade, but this just has a mechanical approach to it. Yeah, like, this doesn't really support expansion higher. So, like I said, we're taking out these lows. Let me look at the highs here. So, did we soup this, bro? No way. We did. That's crazy. So, like, I guess the biggest thing is, like, okay, if we are trading the 4-hour expansion, then we go into the hourly here. Where's 10? Okay, 10 opened high, right? It didn't really, I mean, this little fair value gap, but it didn't really do anything, right? So, like, I can't really anticipate this to be where we expand from. Now, sure, mechanically, right? CISD, opening high, CISD, sure. But like we have all these failure swings, right? Bam, bam. And then, yeah, sure, we have the system too with YM. But like, regardless, is it comfortable to do that? Not really, right? Um, yeah, and YM's way down here already. So it's just we're really low in the range. That would be my advice. And we're failing to displace here. It is expansion. So we could trade back in the range to that 10 high. Like this here, right? I can anticipate this to be low, especially if YM took that. So we could trade back in the range if we wanted to, because we mechanically have the swing point here. It's really ugly internally, and we have the 30-minute. Like I said, 10 a.m. didn't open into anything, so we can trade into the gap. So we got a 3-minute. Yeah, so low. Okay, SMT. This doesn't look too bad, actually. Go to the 4-hour quick. So it doesn't support expansion, the 4-hour. So we can just pretty much trade back to this fair value gap, right? That makes sense. It's just like we already displaced really high. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, as soon as this candle closed, like this is pretty much your entry. Get it here this way because it confirms it. So I don't think I can get outside with this. But okay, yeah. And ES took out the high already. So because it's stronger. See that? Higher low. Bro, no way. If I were to set a limit on this fair value gap, I don't even know if you get tagged. Oh yeah, you might have. So again, back because the 4-hour doesn't support expansion. So I would anticipate rearrange. Go to the 5-minute here. See. So if we look here, see the 4 a.m. Now on NQ it can. Why? The 10 a.m. like it. Remember how 10 open? So it has a small wick, so it can expand. ES can't. See how it has a big wick? This has small, so it does support bearish expansion still, right? With that SMT as well. But I didn't want to get in on that. But that's how he can anticipate the 4-hour expansions. Is really like when it opens, it has to reverse here to create a small opposing run when he talks about that. So you know where's the key level that if we're going to make a small wick, where can it reverse off of? And then you know based on probabilities of where it has to go. Yo, you too, AJ. I appreciate you, man. I don't know if you're still in here, but I do appreciate you, like for real. Y3 YM. I don't. I'm not really looking at it too much, but like right here, this is why they swept us low. Like that's literally why. So it's gonna influence like, cause I'm trading. I'm not doing inverses and all that where I go break even after 2 seconds in the trade. I trade expansion. So the thing with expansions is you have to be aware of SMTs, and that's why like I don't really care about backtesting results unless I'm like literally trying to collect data. or get the process down, because all these small SMTs like actually do matter. And yeah. Okay. So let's look here. Like this SMT here. Too many fancy words. That's cool, bro. It's not fancy words. Like you saying trendline break with a EMA above or below, like whatever your strat is, I don't care. RSI. That's the same thing as me saying SMT. You know what I mean? Like your strat to me is too much words. You get what I'm saying? Like it's all relative. Like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like just because I know the lingo for my stuff doesn't mean it's confusing. You make 8K every week. Um, I beg to differ. And I have a reasoning for that, because you're telling me. Like, bro, you actually think people online care? Everyone makes 8K a week. Realist. I mean, like, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Like, the fact that you're telling people you make 8K a week just means you don't. Okay. So we do have that SMT. And that one. Jersey, yeah, bro. It's just, it is what it is. It's hard to be bull or bearish. Oh wait, we had the SMT there. That makes sense. Sorry, my strat's superior to yours. Yeah, I'm sorry too, bro. I'm sorry you feel that way. Right? Is that what you want me to say? Or like, what do you want me to say? You're right. I'm wrong. Like, what? Genuinely, what do you want me to say? What you tell me and I'll do it so you feel better or feel good. You made 8K or whatever with prop firms. It's not even real. Let me get okay. Let me guess, you're on a live account now. Now that I said that, right? So here we have to reverse here and get the CIST, right? That's the only way this supports expansion, and it doesn't. 8K makes me feel good. Well, that's cool, bro. 8K. 8K, 8K, 8K. Yeah, no, I know they're legit. But I'm saying, like, if you're making 8K on an eval or 8K on an express, it's not actually yours until you withdraw it. Like, if it's, what's it called? If it's paid out in your bank, okay, you made 8K. If it's in your trading account, you're not, because if that's the way you think, then, I mean, over 6 months and in your bank, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't. Yeah, making 8K withdrawals every 8 days trading for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you can make 8K. Literally, just go full port and do it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the notion that, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to. Either it makes sense or it doesn't. Yeah, so but yeah, whatever. Trade live now, platforms don't make sense to me. Okay, when you withdraw the money, you make the money. That's when you make the money. If you say you're up 8K on the month or the week, okay, awesome. You know? But like until you withdraw it, it's not real, you know? And that's not me hating, by the way, like at all. Like that's not it's just how it is. I rather congratulations. I'm being genuine. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like dead ass. Like I don't want to ask what your shot is because I personally don't care, but I can just to entertain you if you want. Yo, Jersey, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Did you look into his profile? Cause I'm not in that stage, bro. I'm not, your little thumbnail clickbait stuff. Like that was years ago, to be honest. Like I don't care about your strat. I don't care about like my buddy. He makes bank. He's very, very, very good, and I don't trade his strat. It's just not my It doesn't fit my personality. It's not my style. It is what it is. Like I don't care, you know? Probably better. Probably not. Monday. Just move on. Yeah, that was such. Yeah, bro. I wanna. I don't know. Trying to entertain him, but like I don't know if I'm. No, yeah, I think you are better than him. Actually, for sure. Actually, I know you're better than him. Like you told me, so I know you are. Like you make 8K a week, bro. You're way better than him. Like on Jeebus, you're way, way, way better. In fact, you're better than someone that makes 5K a week. Actually, now that I think about it. That's funny. Okay. What strat? Um, well, the GXT, so you can Google or YouTube it, GXT model to like learn more about it, but pretty much just the 4-hour expansion candle. Like, that's really all. But I like it because I understand what's going on. Like, I know why it doesn't work and all that stuff. The higher probability. So I was gonna look for long there, but I didn't like that. Okay, so we can expect. So, Jose, pretty much, if you're still here, I'm just gonna get rid of YM. It's pretty much like this. This expansion candles have small wicks, right? Indecision candles are like candles that don't expand, have big wicks, right? Big wicks, small body. small wicks, big bodies. See that? Smaller wick, big bodies. Big wick, small body, right? So that's a that's a what's it called? That's what supports expansion, right? So if I'm looking for a continuation on the 4 hour, what does this does not support this? This signature, like this can happen, obviously, but this is most likely news, right? So we would want to see something like this, a reversal in this area to then with a based off probabilities of getting expansion. So like I'll try to show you an example. Let me try to get a trade. Thing is I don't really have too much to Tuesday. Like we did hit a key level, so we can expand away. See how Tuesday has a small wick? So we're expanding. I just don't know. Okay, I guess this high. It is a swing point. So I'll try to get it here. So if I want the 4 hour candle to have a small wick, right? Then 10 a.m. Okay. So here's 10. It opened low into a key level, right? I mean, it's pretty crappy, but it opened up into this fair value gap. Now I'm just looking for a CISD to mechanically get in. Okay, so if I go back to the 4 hour, see how it has a small opposing wick and on the hourly, okay, with a clear draw above us, and we already swept into a key level after tapping, higher time frame key levels. So it makes sense for us to expand. Small wick expansion, small wick expansion. Okay, so now we can get in on this, but there's no bottom wick. And time is it 30? Like you could get in on this. Yeah, with TTF. Yeah, fractal model. What's good, Unk? Bro, I'm 25, bro. That's funny. But there's no wick, so I'm not a huge fan. I'll wait for. Okay, so the wick's in. So theoretically, if we get another CIST, I would be fine with taking it. Okay, so here's that the 4 hour low. So now we have an SMT here. So we're expansion consolidation, right? And if we fail to break out of this, then this is gonna be our range. Okay, so we break the range. And this is why I wasn't really bullish, because we already expanded right here. Right, here's Tuesday. Gap down into here, accumulated, we expand. So that's why I wasn't too keen on it. But trading, dude. Like, brother, I was trying to be cool with you, but now you're just annoying. I can't tell you what's going on. I don't know. Yo, what's good? Take that profit. Sorry, I'm looking at a TikTok. But yeah, yeah. So here we do have somewhat of a small opposing, but this is we sweep. Again, we're leaving key levels behind. So to me, like this is just low probability. Ideally, this hits a key level, but I don't think we did. Besides, like this for value gap. Oh wait, I mean, I guess this order block that swept. So yeah, I mean, this could have been if we were bearish, but it's hard to like after that. Okay. So next day, let's look at potentially Tuesday low of week, right? We have all this and this for value gap. So external back to internal to external. That's my idea for this week at least. Look at this. Yeah. That's on GTI. What's GTI? I don't know what that is. Maybe I do, but I just, different like whatever. So we open low, but we don't open low into anything. So we don't have anywhere to trade away from, right? Unless we have an SMT with YM somewhere. But now what I'm looking for is us to create a protected deal to trade away from. So we're gonna have to wait for a key time, right? 9:30, because I don't think we have news. Yeah, we don't. So 9:30, create the manipulation if we want to trade long. Okay, so we swept, but we really displaced. So go back to the 4-hour. If we're gonna trade long, right? We have to reverse right here to create a small wick. Does it make sense? What are we gonna reverse off of? Right? I'm looking left. I don't really see like nothing that making this what? Maybe this double mark, right? So we need to so the 4-hour, if we flip it, this is that example I was just telling you about. It doesn't make sense we can expand this 4-hour, right? So in this case, we would trade the next 4-hour, or you can trade back inside the range inside this 4-hour. But we have to reverse off a key level, right? In this case, like they're both going down, and we have low resistance here. Okay, so 9:30 did not manipulate anything. We didn't. Let me look. Guess YM. It makes sense if YM did. Oh, it didn't. See, so this to me is just manipulation, in my opinion. Okay, did we sweep this? No, we did not. And look at the 4-hour quick. So no sweep. I'm not interested. Not interested in a reversal play. And I really don't want to trade away from these failure swings, ideally. And there's not much to trade into down here. So this is just like kind of a crappy day. Yo, Hesh, thanks for the follow, man. I've been trading I got into about 2020 with Forex and stuff through MLM, Voria Prime. If you know, you know. And then I took a break for a couple of years, and then I came back. Because, like, now it's just like lock in, you know what I mean? Just got to get your life together, and then you can lock in, and that's pretty much what I did. And I'm pretty good at teaching concepts, right? I'm teaching you the logic. Now it's for you to go execute. It's not up to me or anyone really. So that's what I do. I just try to help. So pretty much what here, again, low probability. What are we gonna, there's nothing to do. It's Thursday, so we'll just tape read this. You could trade a reversal, but like, that's terrible. We have no range to really like manipulate really. 6 p.m. just opens low, which is not bearish, right? If we open high into what? Order blocks, discount of the range, fair value gaps, and then we do this, Now we can trade away from this protected high at 930 right here. Okay. But because we just opened low, we have nowhere to really trade away from if we're short, right? And also on ES, like we're cutting for swings, yes. And we do have this SMT, so then we can go into the internal here and see, okay, well, we have an SMT. Oh, I thought we did. Never mind. Okay, so there was an SMT there. It could be a little different, but 9. So here's the protected or swing point. Ideally, okay, 2 a.m. could be low of day, but the only thing we could trade into is the open here, right? Because if we go to the daily, this wick does not support expansion. We can just trade back to like here. That's pretty much it. So if we're trading this 4-hour candle, ideally we respect 50%. So then it has to reverse here. Like if we get a deep pullback here, then it's just chalked, you know? Okay, so this supports expansion. CISD, 10 a.m., opening low. So we go here into this, oh, I thought it was a gap, but order block, propulsion block, right? Order block, create another order block. So if we're anticipating this is low, LRLR, right, that we already ran out, and we can trade back to the open, we can get on side with this. Now, this trade here, well, let me look at ES here. Where's the open? Now ideally we get 2R. Something like that. It's just going to have to really like wick down and come. 5 minutes. So I do 1 hour to 5 minutes. So I'm trading this. See, the 10 a.m. supports expansion. 4-hour supports expansion. If we're assuming low of days here, right? We have this swing point on the 4-hour. So here's our range, and then we manipulate down here. If we look into this, yeah. Yes, Gus. I agree. 100% agree. So in that case, let's just check YM here. Yeah, like even YM didn't take this out. So I 100% agree with you, which is why also we could only target like this open or like these equal. Yes, if we SMT'd this at a key time, this is a great setup to expand higher. But we can see it. See how we're accumulating here? We didn't get any like key manipulation. So that means if we expand into consolidation and no SMT, that anything higher is fake. But we can trade like back into the range, which is what I'm explaining. Because we go to the daily, like we did expand pretty heavily. So we could take a small stab at this. But again, if we SMT'd at a key time, 9:30 right here, or 8, 9:30, whatever. If this happened, ideally a 2-stage, right? If you know, something like that. That never happened. So this is like a pretty low probability setup. And here we're not creating fair value. Let me look here. Yeah, so see how ES is creating fair value gaps, but over here we're not. So it's just congested, creating what? Failure swings. We don't want that. Now here we do have a protected swing theoretically, but look right below it, all this. So if we did something like that, now we have this protected. And then we could just put our stop 50%, blah, 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 blah. So this I'm not a huge fan of because of this area here. Right? Because what are we creating? the same concept here. It's just a little steeper. It's no different than all this here. It's right there too. So this is what I anticipate happening. Something like that. But we'll see. I think I'll take a yes here just because we have bigger opposing candle that we're doing, and also the opens further away. Yeah. So could probably set a limit here. But again, yeah, this low is like sus to me. Yeah, and we hit there. So we expand into that, and we're like, if this trade that we're in now, first of all, if we inverse this, we lose. Second of all, this order block needs to respect, just like that. So now we have this high, this higher high, this confirmed on a micro CISD. This is an internal CISD. This is an external to confirm this. So let's see. Okay, now we can trail our stop. Does that make sense? Because what did we just create? Okay, the higher high of the bodies to this open here. And to be fair, we didn't even do that. And we did that on NQ as well. So mechanically, we can trail. Yeah, higher high right here from a body perspective. Now, NQ took out our level here. Okay, so we created this SMT, and we're really failing to displace. But what time is it? 11. If we're bullish, we want the hourly to open low into what? This CISD. This is our last line of defense, this body. If it closes below this, SMT, CIST, and we go lower. And we have that higher time frame CIST. See how that all makes sense? So like we should get out of this. Actually, here I'll where are we at? Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go break even, and I'll explain why. Like in real time, I would do this. This order block, we'd want to see 50% respected. So tap this wick, whatever, and go like something like that. So we'll see. Okay, nice. So 11, open low into this what order block right here. That's a key level. I don't know. So I'm trading ES only because if we look at NQ here, granted the 2R would have been hit. It is stronger. So yes, you should have taken NQ, but I didn't because we had more room on ES. So I thought if we do this, like we just have a higher like distance. But what you should do is take the stronger asset. So I don't only trade ES, no. Always trade the stronger asset. But we had a fair value gap right here. Okay. So that signified more strength because if you look at NQ right here, there's no fair value gap. See how there's a wick there? And because this body, so that's how I decided that NQ was or ES was stronger. But obviously NQ got there first. So now we could look at the 30. And like here, this is how you can start to manage. If we close back inside this range, I'm out. Yeah, and NQ is like there. So let's look at that. Actually, I think we do. Yeah. So mechanically, we could just get out of this. And we will. Even it could go on, but look at that. So it did end up hitting TP. But still, like you wouldn't want to be a part of this anyways, to be honest. But the logic all made sense though. This is FX replay. So this was the reversal. That's pretty crappy reversal, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's not what you want to reverse off of. Unless we include or take this higher time frame SMT. Right? Wherever, yeah, like NQ's way down here. Yeah, regardless, like it's just chalked. Yeah, yeah. We're taking all this out, my opinion, probably this order block to continue. Because if you range this, I said it before, but like we're just, but I'm on the lower time frame, it is a reversal, which is what I was referring to. It's like it's literally damn near this. You see, like right there. So I mean, it's what day is this? This is obviously low of week. Maybe Friday. Let me look at the weekly. Okay, so the weekly big wick, we do not anticipate a huge body, especially on Friday. So we could trade back to the open, which is here. Okay. It's all concept all fractals. So you see, so it's just like that's and it's Friday. Like we're just trading back to the open is what it appears. The real play would be trading back down. Well, the daily, okay, close back in the range. Okay. So that's bullish. This is manipulation. Ideally, Friday's distribution. Accumulation, manipulation into distro on the daily. The thing is it doesn't make sense, especially when we have all these failure swings. If I go to the smaller time frame, these are all failure swings that price is going to want to trade into. And we don't trade away from those. Like it's really silly to do that. Like we don't if you had a trend line, like we're not going to do like that or whatever or yeah, like you just wouldn't do that. We trade into that. Also fading the daily candle. Yeah, so going back to the 4-hour or the daily, this wick supports expansion higher. The daily closed super bullish after sweeping, expanding. So expansion met with expansion, that's a reversal profile. Okay. Into consolidation, that's a continuation profile. Okay. So we have a small daily wick. We have a clear target. We have LRLR. Looks like we have a 2 a.m. low of day. So to me, it makes sense to long. So then what I do is where's our open at? Okay, 6 p.m. we open low into key level. Wait, let me read this. They're also fading, but when you took that trade, are you talking about this one? When we got in longs here? So the reason why I longed is because the daily right here opened here just straight down. So there's no protected high of day to trade away from. Now, what made it sus and why I got out early and blah 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 is because we didn't sweep this out first. Maybe a different contract did or like just something else did, but nothing swept us out. So that's why I was sketch. But 930, the fact that 930 traded away from this area and we had an unprotected high of day, that's why I was bullish. And we expanded one into previous week, I'm pretty sure. But two, we just expanded. I don't know what key level if we SMT'd. But nonetheless, like we just expanded so far down. And so we're just trading back inside the range. Now it ended up reversing. So now I'm playing the continuation. So same exact concept applies. We open low. Here's the open. This is the candle open. If we're bullish, we open low. If we're bearish, we open high. Open low, creating an SMT. Add a key time. Okay. What time? 3 a.m. London. What do we create? CIST. So 1 hour CIST, I guess. So we can assume if I take this box here, this is going to be the wick on the daily. If I extend this out, see how it's the wick? And the only reason why it's a little bit more is because whatever. If we open bullish, it's always bear. That's not always the case. That's not always the case. And I can literally show you. But yes, like right here, we just open low. Right here, open low. Like it's not bullish right away. Now I was bullish here, but it just ran away. But from an open high, low, close perspective, yes, you're right. So we open low into a key level, creating an S&T at a key time, 3 a.m. London. Expansion into a pullback. So if we look at this, expansion into a pullback, continuation. Now, this continuation here, failure swings. I don't like that, right? On the low time frame, but the higher time frame is bullish. Okay. So are we all on the same page? So we're going to play this out. We do so, and then we have this protected low. Now we have this swing protected. 6 a.m. should be a low. London should be a low of day. 6 a.m. should be a protected, because what are we creating? Higher low, right? So we can trade somewhere back into here, get in here, CIST on the 5 minute, right? Something like that. And then we get the expansion. So we'll just wait. This 4 hour quick. Okay, so see how we trade up into all these failure swings? Remember that trend line? See that? We trade into this always, never trade away. But now look at ES. It's way, way behind. Like NQ's way up here. Let's look what 930 does. All right. Okay. Go to the 4 hours since we're trading the 4 hour expansion. We still have this. We still have our hourly CIST that price is tapping into. So 930 expands into a key level. We're anticipating to expand away, right? Creating what? An SMT at a key time. Key time. So we have NQ is stronger, but see, now it's weaker. Notice the strength switch. Now ES can catch up. See how NQ is way up here? Now ES can catch up. 10 a.m. opened into a gap. Okay, hourly. A small wick on the 4 hour supports expansion. Small wick on the 10 a.m. inside of a gap that broke the highs to the left. Okay, so this 7 a.m. is important, right? This fair value gap. Creating an SMT, tapping into key level. So now we go to the 5 minute. Once we get the CIST, that confirms that we can go we can look for longs. Okay. So now we can enter long. Fair value gap. So we're disrespecting bearish PD arrays, creating bullish. Okay. Disrespecting this opposing candle to create an order block. So we can get in here and we can target here. Okay. Expansion, retracement into expansion. So this setup, I would literally take, the only shitty part is it's Friday. But look at the wick. Small wick. C1, 2, 3. Continuation. LRLR. We have low of day in. So I'm running you through all the confluences. Low of day with SMT. We have we're 10 a.m. open low inside of a fair value gap. Let me look. We have an SMT here. So we have a stage 2 SMT. I'll explain that in a sec. Let me show you. Make this look, let me get rid of this. Okay, so we'll just do this one so you can see the lower low, weaker, higher low, stronger to what? Catch up to NQ because it's way up here already. Okay, so I would take this all day regardless how this plays out. So yeah, it just looks clean to me. So here, this fair value gap needs to hold because if I were to draw out, here's the buy curve or buy model, right? We're inside of this side of the model. On this side of the model, every single bullish fair value gap in order block needs to support price higher. Order blocks, fair value gaps to get to the draw. On the contrary, bearish fair value gaps. Okay. So if we assume we're on the buy side, like on the overall, see, you can literally see what I just drew. Like what I just drew was this. Right? We're just now getting into the higher time frame. But regardless, it's fractalized. So like sell, buy, here's original consolidation. I'm not trying to teach like that, but regardless, we're on the buy side. So this stuff needs to hold. So if we go back here, this needs to hold. In worst case, this order block has to hold. Ideally this one here, because it's the last down close, actually, right here. So we tap it, and then we need to what? Create another order block. Just like that. So now, mechanically, this low should be protected. It's a swing point, right? Opens low into bullish PD arrays. Get rid of that. Respecting bullish PD arrays, disrespecting bearish BPR. Expansion met with expansion, reversal. Now we can mechanically adjust our stop here. We're just going to go break even just because, I mean, why not? And then we should continue expansion just like that. So look what we're doing. Creating order blocks, fair value gaps, and we're respecting. Okay, let's see how far this goes because this is a really good example. So here, down close. We don't have any fair value gaps here, but we have this. Once we, okay, we hit our key level, by the way. So, and look at NQ. See how it's just barely getting back up. So now if we zoom back out, look at ES. See how we caught up? See that? Two-stage SMT. This is really important. This is a really good example. So I have this live streamed on YouTube. You can go back and watch this, by the way, guys. Um, if you want to study this entire, like, this is the trades you want to get in. So now we go to the 5-minute. We expand into a key level, new phase of price. What is that? It looks like consolidation slash, yeah, which means continuation. So if we zoom back out for a sec, remember how on the weekly, how I said we should only anticipate to get back to the open? Because why? This massive wick does not support this Friday to do that. So we have to lower our targets. So this, like, best case. And if NQ hits it, I think we retrace. So let's just tape read this. NQ hits it. Okay. So like I said, respecting order blocks. Look right here. The lowest low, CISD, tap, bam. So once we get the CISD here, set your limit on the CISD. You could do 50% of the wicks if you want, right? Because it should respect. And then wherever, that's the draw that NQ's at. Now, I'm not anticipating this to play out, but I'm just showing you how bullish order flow, bullish PD rays are respecting. Okay, I guess I don't have a normal. See that? Literally exactly, and I don't know this PA, but and look what happens. As soon as we hit that objective, the open of the week, we go to the weekly. Obviously, we distributed, but back to the open, which was Monday's deal. I like the high. So this, like, and then notice how we go sideways. New phase of price. New phase of price. And by the way, ES is gonna take this out. Oh wait, gap down. Never mind. I thought it was going to, but it didn't have to because it's just an SMT. You're a very mechanical person. Yeah, I mean, it's just that's how you get. That's how you're consistent. If you have a mechanical approach, it allows you to mechanically adjust. If everything's off intuition, then, which it can be, there's nothing wrong with discretion, but like it's just harder to it's harder to like get better because you can't backtest. You literally can't do anything. Like, you can only forward test. Okay, that's gonna be it for this stream though, because whatever. But finally, we start getting some decent PA. Really bad, like really bad start. But this is why risk management. Granted, some of these I would have went break even. I just clicked too fast, so that is what it is. But like, even though we lost a bunch, we're already almost break even, just off like a crappy win rate. That's why you just gotta stick it out. Like, yeah, I got some really bad reads or some stuff that I was like, no, like actually genuinely I wouldn't take in real time, but just because it's back testing and I get lackadaisical, I just take it and it's like, oh, actually, yeah, no, so it makes sense. I just feel like I have to explain that because people see red and like, oh my god, you're terrible, you don't know what you're doing, but it's literally like not that big. You know what I mean? Like, and it's back testing. Like, it's not. Just really gotta emphasize that. But once we start getting on a few win streaks and better PA too, and get some ranges that we can like manipulate instead of just straight dropping, then we can start to get. Because like this is I don't even know where it's at. The heck? Where's it at? Oh, what? No, this isn't it. But like, did oh, there we go. So like, this is like decent PA. The heck? I guess it's just loading. Yeah, yeah. Yes. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Is like, you want to actually take in real time, but then you care about your analytics. You know what I mean? Or like you get butthurt, or you think you're doing something wrong or whatever. It's like, yeah, actually, no, I wouldn't have even taken that, you know, and you can't see candles developing and all this other stuff. But like, this is over a year and a half, right? So like, where we're at in the episode or whatever, because I'm doing a YouTube thing, is like, gosh, like right here, it's just a really bad start, you know? It is what it is. But I know, like, once we get the ball rolling, it'll just be a blip, just a really bad start, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I'm gonna get off because this is recorded. Oh, hold on, let me read Jerry. Bro, you been getting payouts this year? Took us. Jerry, I'm almost there, bro. Like like I said, when I got back into prop firms because when I first traded, prop firms weren't a thing. So prop firms to me are relative. Like I'm not even 6 months into maybe less than 6 months into props, and like the mental side of it, it's so easy to blow the accounts just because it's $50 and you full port. Or like I've been funded multiple times, but I just over leverage on purpose and try to get that home run. You know what I mean? Like that stuff. So I'm done doing that. So I'm not putting a timeline on it, but I should be, you know, more consistent with that. I don't trade options. No. One of my best friends does though. Enhanced markets. You might know him, maybe not. But he's an IRL of mine. Um but I started with Forex, and then I took my break, and then I went straight to futures and QES. Um, just because it just fits my style. I finally start. Yeah, bro. Me too. Me too. It's like I know how to trade. You know, like I genuinely believe I do. Right. Oh, I traded personal capital in the forex market. Because prop firms weren't a thing back then, like 2020, 21, 22. They were just starting, but like I mean forex prop firms, weren't really a thing. And I didn't know what I was doing. Like, bro, back then, dude, give me that RSI. You know what I mean? Like it was so bad. ICT just started coming out with like order blocks and like all this stuff. Like his stuff started to get leaked or whatever. I know he started making videos in like 2020, I think. So like ICT just like he had like 100,000 subs when I got into trading, I think. And he has like almost 2 million or like 1.5 or something. So like how we all trade now was not what I was doing back then. And I didn't understand risk management, psychology. That was out the window. It didn't even like, dude, my heart rate would be pumping through my chest every time I got in a trade. And like hands sweaty, just like, dude, oh my God, please, please, pray. Like just that sort of thing. Lost all my money, quit. or took a break for several years. And in the process, um, just kind of regained everything. Took it because I knew the approach I wanted to get into when I got back, right? Like I knew I did not want to search anything on YouTube with trading, like anything, because it's all fake. Everything on YouTube is fake. And unless you get into the really underrated 100 subscriber channels and you really start learning sauce. Um, and then I just studied CRT from Romeo. I watched his course, so I start understanding profiles, that sort of thing. I don't trade CRT. Like, I do the T trades fractal model, which is like CRT, but whatever. It's just easier for everyone to understand. Um, Studied profiles, and then came across Garrett. Uh, and his model aligns with how I want to trade, how I trade, et cetera, et cetera. And so, yeah. And I am mentored by Johnny. It's Johnny or whatever. Sorry, I'm looking at TikTok right now. I started taking back to 60%. Yeah, bro. So, yeah. Only do like a week at a time when backtesting. Just to keep it more legit, stat wise. When you do so, like this account right here, like I barely backtest it, but when I am in a serious mood, I'll backtest it. Just for kind of fun too. But like when I have time and I really just want to mess around, I'll backtest it. But otherwise, I just create random sessions and I just mess around. Who are some under? Okay, Travis. Hold on. Let me answer that. Like, don't leave. Actually, yeah, Jerry. Yeah. So, Jerry, I started the Discord a while ago just because like I help people like a lot. Uh, I can literally look at the chart and tell you exactly what you're doing wrong. But so like my personal journey, I just need time. You know what I mean? And I can't click through the charts and just like start getting bunches of payouts or bunch of payouts. You know what I mean? So I just need time, which I'm not worried about that. So now I just help people in the meantime just because I really love trading and I know I can help. You know what I mean? So that's like to talk about my Discord, like why I even have one. Anyways, Travis, this is what you're gonna do, bro. This is what I put everyone on. You like there's a few new people that I help and I've got them funded and now gosh, how do I like I'm their accountability partner and I do it for them for free just cuz like they're like OGs or whatever, but and I don't have anything paid. I do have a paid Discord, but I don't push that. I don't recommend it personally, not till I can really put a lot of emphasis on it. So I just want to be transparent there. Other than that, I really don't sell anything. So this is my genuine thing. Go to if you're a beginner, go to T Trade's YouTube channel. He has a beginner section. Watch those videos. He simplifies ICT and makes it super, super easy. Okay. Once you if you have some sort of basic understanding, then, and you really just want to get good, go type in T Trades GxT, and there's going to be like an hour long video of GxT explaining his strategy or like his model, or I guess, and just study that. Um, and then what you could do, go on YouTube, type in GxT model, and you'll find these two YouTube channels. I'll actually show you because bro, I'm dead ass. Um, like this is a really long video, but I'm giving you guys the sauce right now for free. Like This is what I put everyone on. Go to this guy's YouTube channel. I'll leave it up for a minute. Take a screenshot. Go over to playlist. Go to Garrett's deal. And this is all paid Discord calls, but this dude, I don't know why, but he uploads them on YouTube. And you can go through this entire playlist of him going over exactly like what I was backtesting. And he answers questions. Okay. And I already knew all this before Garrett, but this is like his, way or whatever. And then go to the playlist, go down or scroll up, I guess. Watch part 1 and 2. I just watched them just to see if there's anything, which there wasn't anything that I really took away. Watch that just so you have an understanding, and then he simplifies it, kinda. You really gotta grind though. It's pretty. The beginning is pretty difficult, but then once you backtest and you like really study it, it's very simple. And this right here, by the way, is what I was explaining just a minute ago on the buy side, where everything respects. But here you can literally just I'll go through. He literally just answers questions, shows examples over and over and over for hours and hours. So this is number 1. Or after you watch T trades and stuff. And then the next YouTube channel is Blue Trades or Traders or whatever. Go to videos. Anything with Garrett, GxT, and I guess T trades if you're learning it. This is a really good video. I sent this to someone. Phases of price, very, very, very important. Travis, watch this. Okay. That's like the premise of GxT. Just watch all GxT content, and he also has, if you scroll down and find it, backtesting sessions that you can just like watch and repeat, because he does breakdowns of how he does things if you're confused or whatever. There's that video, and then there's one more that's backtesting. And then these are all like random courses too. So if you want to watch like CRT, Soup Room, like these are all leaked content. Unless you want to go and pay him, go for it. But this guy has quite a few. Yeah, here's CRTs, which is terrible. Don't watch it. It's terrible. Amar, what do you think of the average R you go for? The average R, bro, when you really get good at it, and I'll just show you something quick. Just so you know, I'm not like bullshitting. Here's my journal, and like I do catch. Okay, those were terrible. Expansion moves, just like what Garrett talks about. So I'm give and by the way, this only paid people have access to my journal. So like you could, if you wanted to, look at, I do before, during, and afters, but I'm just showing you this just for context. Okay. So with the strategy, when you're really good, when you get good, it averages 3, 4, 5 R. And I'm not even bullshitting. The thing is, consistently, if you want just like super consistent high win rate, 2R. It hits like, when it does quote unquote win, it'll hit 2R like most of the time. Like literally 90%. Or you're able to go break even mechanically, right? The swing point I was talking about. Like almost all the time if you're aligned with the higher time frame. So yeah, bro, it's insane. Like if you do runners, or if you're confident with your draw, if you're really, really good and just really locked in, or really good PA, you can easily hit like good R's. Yeah. I'm already analyzing the charts daily bias. It's the strategy and time frame. Okay, Travis. Um, yeah. So Travis, watch those videos and then understand time frame alignment, phases of price, and then all the GXT stuff. Um, that would be my advice. Uh, that I would tell you to do. A lot of sauce in there. Yeah. Do you use TPD? Can you tell me what that is? I might know what it is, but I could be, thinking of something else. I could guess something deviation, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Travis, you're welcome, bro. Bro, you're this new to trading. I'll give you psychological advice. Oh yeah, watch this channel too. This channel here, bro, is so good. Like I even sub to it. Okay, this channel here, watch this channel. They upload like literally every day. It sounds weird, but bro, please just watch or listen to this on your walks. You can listen to it because it's just like pictures and stuff. Um, because you're new, bro. It's gonna take you a year to make money. You're gonna lose a lot of money. Okay, I'm just telling you how it is. You're gonna lose. Here's the if you can prep for this, you're good. This is how it always starts, by the way. Okay, so you watch that channel. Okay. This is how it goes, by the way. Like no matter what, I don't care who you are. You're always going to get this beginner luck because everything's simple and you just buy cuz it looks like a buy. But you do it long enough, you'll get screwed, so then you want to go and learn. You go and learn and you're just going to get stuck. Like it feels like you just can't get out. It's the worst feeling. You have that fear, anxiety, like screw this. You, you have your 9 to 5, you have life to, I don't know if you're married or anything, kids. Like there's so much, but like trading requires you to literally lock in, like journal everything, and you just have to do that. Otherwise, you just won't make it. Like, and I'm being genuine too. If you understand this, if you understand where you're at in this journey, you'll make it. If you believe, you will. If you understand that you're in the depths of hell, then you just got to keep going. If you again truly think it's for you, if not, then just you can mess around with it and see. But it, yeah, I would say I'm like right up here. I'm like right there. I've gone through so much. So if you think you're gonna get rich quick, you won't. And if you do, it's very, very, very lucky and you'll lose it all. Okay, bro, I seen GXT CRT. I've been Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, Aphiz, he's really cool. My buddies were mentored by him. Um uh CRT, yeah, Romeo, I've watched, his Telegram course. Like, bro, I think we're pretty similar, it sounds like. I've been locked in for about I'd say 8 months. Like I remember when I got back January of 25, I back tested 40 hours a week for 3 months straight. And you're probably asking how can I do that? Well, one, I own a company, so I have employees and it was off season. So I have winter funds set aside so I can just do whatever I want. And I locked in for Yeah, 40 hours a week, bro. 38.5 hours a week to be exact. Um, just trying to like study, bro. And GXT just again, I was doing GXT without doing it, but this is like a very mechanical, like really good way. Oh, Travis, you just joined back, bro. Yeah, dude, you gotta stay in until I get off, bro. I'm literally telling you everything, and you just left. But yeah, bro, the psychology to hopefully not throw you off or anything, but the psychology part, watch that YouTube channel I just had up. DM me on Discord or at me or something if you didn't get it. But bro, actually, I'm gonna send you I'm gonna tag you in a video, Jerry, if you haven't seen it yet, bro. It if you've read Trading in the Zone and you understand that part of it, right? Probabilities and all that. So you have the grasp of the right psychology, but like there's just something missing, right? Then there's this video you should watch. Like it's so good, bro. Like I make everyone watch it. I don't make them, but I send it to them. It's really, really good. No, I was talking to this other dude in chat. In TikTok. Oh, okay. I'm gonna hop off, Jerry. But when right after I end it, I'll get that video. I'll actually do it like right now and watch it. And I think you'll resonate so much, dude. Like actually give me feedback, like dead ass. I'll find it right now. In this YouTube. So good, bro. Like this. Okay, this one. It's genuinely so good. But yeah, I'm gonna get off just because this is like obviously past the video. Nah, I don't, bro. I'm not like that. Like I don't even know how to get them, to be honest. But when I do, I'll let you know. I'm gonna hop off, but Jerry, just DM or message me on Discord if you have any questions or whatever. If you have help, if you want me to review your trades or whatever, bro, I'm down to help. Since you actually like hang out and you're actually really cool, so yeah, bro. Swing Trading Pro, thanks for the likes, man. I saw you join and stuff, so I appreciate you. But I'm gonna hop off, so I'll see you boys later.